Here's a self-myofascial release technique that I use to relieve tension in my calves, uh, eliminate any kind of trigger points or knots that I may have in there. And I always like to begin with a foam roller first, and then I move on to a lacrosse ball. So I'm starting with the outer portion of my calf, and I'm going to start right behind my knee, where the calf is going to insert. So I start at the top because I find that's the first area where I'm going to experience any kind of tension and tightness. I got my butt up off of the floor, trying to put as much weight and pressure on my calf as I possibly can. Now, if you've got extreme knots in your calves and trigger points, really tight back here, feel free to place your butt on the ground and just monitor the amount of pressure that you are putting on the calves. But as you get more comfortable with this, the more frequently you perform these self-myofascial release techniques on your calves, the looser they will be, and the more pressure you'll be able to apply on them. Actually, you may get to the point where you will, there's my buddy Chief running by, you may get to the point where you'll want to use a PVC pipe, like 4 inches or 6-inch PVC pipe, which is more firm, which is going to really dig into these calves even more. So now I'm on the inside aspect of my calves, just play around with my foot position, again starting at the knee and going right down to the ankle. This helps loosen it up, and now we're going to move on to the lacrosse ball. So same idea, starting behind the knee, the outer aspect of the calf, and even getting a bit of the tibialis muscle here around the shin area is great. So this lacrosse ball can dig in nice and deep. So you're going to find more trigger points with the lacrosse ball than you would with a foam roller, but it's going to hurt a little bit more because it's digging in deeper. Feel free once again to slide your butt along the floor if you need to. You're going to make it more challenging. You're trying to lift your body up off the ground. So there's going to be some strain on your shoulders here. It's going to be exhausting to hold your body up. So just take your time, take some breaks in between there as you're massaging out your calf muscles. So right behind the knee, waiting for those trigger points. When I find a trigger point or not, I am going to hold it and allow it to work itself out. And in order to do that, you really have to relax. You really have to take some nice, deep, relaxing breaths. That ball sink right into the calf muscle. You find that trigger point, and it's going to start pulsating and work itself out. So now going a little bit more towards the inner aspect of the calf, looking for those trigger points. Slowly working myself back right down to the ankle, because you'd be amazed at where you find the little trigger points and any knots that you may find in your calves. All the way down. Gets a little trickier here towards the inside. You have to play around with the ball, play around with your body position a bit, just trying to find the most comfortable position to dig into the inner aspect of your calves.